Hello everybody, this is your boy the Almighty Green Time bringing you a video. But before I begin the video, it pertains to trade rumors between the Eagles and the Jags. So before I begin, don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe to the video. Please smash those likes and hit that post notification bell on top of the channel. So when I make a great video for me to you to enjoy and pleasure, and you're able to comment and share a like. Alright, let's go and jump into it. Now, with all the speculation rumors going on about this defensive end the Eagles are trying to get, but like I said, just the rumor. The guy's name is Travon Walker. This guy is a former first round pick, first overall back in 2022 at University of Georgia. Now, I'm gonna say this. I don't think it's not wise to really have too many players from one school to play on your defense. That's not really wise to do, because something could happen wrong in the near future if you do something like that. So you really don't even know, because there have been times when a lot of other teams have drafted players from one particular school and don't work out well, and it worked out well for some and some for most. So this would be a 50-50 situation if the Eagles were to get another Georgia player. But anyway, this guy, Travon Walker, is a nightmare for opposing offensive linemen. When the Jacksonville Jaguars drafted him in the first round 3 years ago, this dude was an opposing figure in the college ranks. He put up splendid numbers at the college level. But in the last couple of years, this season just passed and the year before, he has had double-digit sacks. Now, I don't think he's never been an All-Pro yet, and I don't think he's never been nominated for the Pro Bowl. But if this guy was to come to the Eagles' defensive front, our defense will be a nightmare for years to come, because you got to think about it. We just lost Brandon Graham through retirement, and he has done a wonderful job in the 15 years he's been with the Eagles. He also set the record for the most years played for one team and the most starts on one team. So you got to look at all of that. So for Travon Walker to come in and to step right in will be either a 50-50 basis, because we don't know if this guy can play in a Vic Fangio scheme. But one can imagine if this were to happen. But I'm gonna say this: if the Eagles were to trade for this guy, he's still playing on this rookie deal. He's not entering his fourth year in the league, and I think he's scheduled to make 11 point some million, somewhere along than that. It's actually a low risk contract because it's still a rookie year deal. But the 50-year option is what you got to talk about, because the 50-year option for him is going to be in the high 20 millions. That's where it's going to be. So the question is, will the Eagles make that type of move to do that? But before they do, though, they got to get rid of a couple of contracts or one contract. Now, Dallas Goedert is on the move, according to sources, and so is Bryce Huff. Cause the Eagles signed Bryce Huff this past season and gave that man a $17 million a year contract. He already earned $17 million in his first year. He's scheduled to make something close to 18 or 19 million in the following year, because the contract he signed was a 3-year, $40 million contract. They think that's what it was. I could be wrong on the contract total, but it's a 3-year deal. But he's scheduled to make 17 million this year, last year, like what he made, and the contract total goes up. And the second year of the contract, it could be a cap held contract. So if the Eagles were to trade Bryce Huff and Dallas Goedert, it's going to release some salary cap relief, but it's also going to bite them in the butt as far as the debt money concerns. So that's what you got to look at also. So all this is a risk to bring in or trade for any player from any team. But one can only imagine if Travon Walker was on the Eagles' defensive front. The guy is 6'5", 270-some pound defensive end. He could play inside and outside, but he's known for his outside pass rush moves. But I believe Vic Fangio, if he were to have him, he could line him all over the field. Now you can only imagine if this guy was playing in the middle of the defense along with Carter. Teams will have a difficult problem blocking Travon Walker and Jordan Carter at the same time. If you put the right guard and the right tackle, left and right tackle on those two guys, then you have an issue with two outside guys coming on the outside. That could be Nolan Smith or it could be Jaylus Hunt. So I mean, that would be a nightmare. Teams, offensive line, or offensive coordinators will have to find ways to create patterns to block those two guys if they lie on the outside or on the inside. Because see now, I think Carter need to learn some outside pass rush moves. That's my opinion. He need to learn some outside pass rush moves. And same can be said for Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis need to learn to play some inside. He needs some inside pass rush moves. Instead of occupying space and time, they need to find. He need to get better with the pass rushing skill, because right now, overall, in the 3 years he's been with the Eagles, I think he only got 4 sacks, 4 maybe 5 sacks in the 2 years he's been with the Philadelphia Eagles. He's going to his 3rd year this season. This is Jordan Davis' 3rd year. No, it'll be Jordan Davis' 4th year. I'm sorry, Jordan Davis' 4th year, and this be Carter's 3rd year. So yeah, so Carter going to his 3rd year, and Davis going to his 4th year. So you gotta look at him being a possible threat on the inside. But like I said, Travon Walker would be, that would be a problematic defensive front. And I can see the Eagles going back to the Super Bowl if that move was to be made. So, like I said, and then so far, Travon Walker only had 2 double-digit sack seasons, which was last season, just passed in the year before. So he has close to 25 sacks, and 3 or 4 years he's been in the league already. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta look at all that. I mean, that would be a problematic defense, and he would probably be an All-Pro. I remember somebody saying on one of the reports, if the Dallas Cowboys would have Travon Walker, he would be a All-Pro by now, which is true. So that would be a great defense to consider. Then you got to think about the days of Jerome Brown and Reggie White if they were to get Travon Walker. You got to think about those days. And the Eagles won't have to blitz much because you got those 4 guys lined up on the outside, occupying space, getting to the quarterback and getting to the run game. The Eagles defense will be number 1 ranked again if they were able to get Travon Walker. So man, that would be crazy. But man, what do you guys think? Should the Eagles make a trade for Travon Walker from former University of Georgia product, aka Jacksonville Jaguars #1 first-round pick overall back in 2022? Should the Eagles go for him? Should the Eagles make a play for him? But like I said, for that to happen, they have to get rid of a contract or 2. They either rework that and got a contract, give him a 1-year deal to make him play for the final year with the Eagles, or they can rework his deal and send him off, or they can send Bryce Huff away. But like I said, if the Eagles would give away Bryce Huff, do a trade, that could be a large salary cap, dead cap space money they have to eat up. So it's a lot of things to go on with the Travon Walker trade. But we'll see what happens, y'all. But like I said, should the Eagles make a play for Travon Walker? Come in the comment section below and let me know what you think. Or don't forget to smash those likes. Hit post notification bell, guys. And I am out of here. Enjoy your Sunday. Tomorrow is Monday. The work week begins anew. And a lot of things to speculate between now and the NFL draft. Trade, speculation, trade rumors, all that. So I'm out of here, y'all. Peace out.